Transformers, today is your big day, and I am delighted to be here to offer some words to express my personal reflections on you and the impact you've had on me and what I've perceived has been your contributions to the program at a broad level. First of all, I am very touched by all of you because 3 out of 6 of you have taken the time to come to Boston to spend one-on-one time, which is a testament to an element that's common to all of you, very personable people, very personalized approach to your relationships, and that is very meaningful, and I know some of you quite well. Also, I think in terms of a group and what you've done for the program, I've just noticed a tremendous amount of collegiality, collaboration, this whole notion of support and being in touch with each other constantly, whether it's online, physical meetings. And that's just been a tremendous contribution because I think obviously that kind of community building goes a long way, and it's something that's carried on from cohort to cohort. So now I'm going to just offer a few words about each of you, just to reflect again on the relationship that we've had and also some of the things that I've seen that you've done tremendously well. First, Lillian, Mrs. Millennial, Mrs. Digital, Mrs. Big Data Analytics, you're a person of a lot of skills. You do a lot in women empowerment. I also know that you teach, and you're also a Harvard graduate, and now with your Penn pedigree, you can be even more powerful. And it's also a pleasure to have met your family. I know you brought your family to one of the programs before, and I'm just delighted to see all the accolades that you get outside of the classroom, the recognition you get in magazines, and I think the world is your oyster, and I really look forward to staying in touch with you and continue to be your friend and offer you the support and follow your career ahead of you. Mr. Oscar, or Mr. Tony Robbins, I should say. For the first time I met you, I felt that you were Tony Robbins. You have the presence, the charisma, the walk and talk of Tony Robbins. And of course, I know that you have been trained by Tony Robbins Institute, you have been trained by Les Brown, and you have a great DNA in this stuff. You have been doing this for years, and I know you share with me all the cities you've been to, and for those that don't know, you probably should tell them you've been to over 800 cities. You've conducted thousands of workshops, 2,000 or 3,000 I believe. And again, tremendous foundation you brought to the program, and I think that kind of passion that you have and that kind of ability that you have to inspire others is so pervasive. And I can tell you right now that if you come out with tapes, you come out with books, seminars, I'm there to support you. I'll sign up, I'll be a customer. One requirement is we have to do a lot of it on Miami Beach, of course. So congratulations to you, Oscar, and I look forward to hearing more about your great work. Rody, my brother, my African brother. So proud of what you've accomplished. The one thing that stands out about you, Rody, is that time when GE was experiencing a lot of difficulty in the press, and you posted something on LinkedIn that was so touching, which speaks to your character. You said, let's not worry about the market cap and where business is going, but let's just look at what are your values and passion. And what you said in that LinkedIn comment is a reflection of who you are. You're about people empowerment, you're about being an outstanding human resource professional, you're very sincere about that. You care about that at every level, whether it's the community, our classroom, at your work, and I know that you support a tremendous amount of innovators and entrepreneurs in your own continent in Africa, and that's great. So I look forward to staying in touch with you, both here in the US and of course in Africa when I'm there, and we'll always be able to connect. And also congratulations on adding Penn to your imperial pedigree. I think those two go really nicely together. Mr. Bangladesh and Mr. Twin Cities, Mr. Barry. Barry, no one else in the program has done as much as you have to connect us on a social media platform. You are certainly the igniter, and on top of all that, you're a tremendous social entrepreneur. I've been very impressed at how much you really care about social entrepreneurship, how much you study it, how much you affiliate with people in that arena, and that's a tremendous skill that you have, and I do hope that that's the path you go in, at least in my perception. That's an area that you have distinct qualities. And I also was very appreciative of your visit to Boston and the time that I spent with you and your Bangladesh community in Boston at your seminar that you had, and also meeting your family. So congrats to you. Keep doing what you're doing, and I look forward to staying in touch with you as well. Mrs. Jennifer, tremendous force. Jennifer, you are the kind of person that I think anyone would love to work for. You have very broad skills. I know not only what you do in the classroom, but I know that you have culinary skills. You have a tremendous appetite for volunteering in a good natured way, things like 9/11. You also have done things with the homeless. you have a very busy career, very busy family life, and the reason I think you'd be great to work for is because of the breadth and depth that you have, and all the tremendous amount of understanding and perception you must have about people. You must be just a tremendous leader in your current role, and I know recently you did a tremendous seminar as a student for the alumni body, and I know that seminar was well received by our peers and the alumni group, and congratulations for doing that and other seminars that you've put together for the group. And I also want to say, Mr. TJ. Mr. TJ, you are the embodiment of what a CLO professional is. You've always been good about taking your learnings from work and bringing it to the classroom, taking your learnings from the classroom, bringing it to work, and you just have a tremendous amount of delicacy around this whole area of Chief Learning Officer. It seems like you always want to bring the best to your work, bring the best to the classroom, and I've learned a lot from you, the way you've taken your notes, the way you look at technology, the way you apply it, and that's just a tremendous amount of skill that you have there. I also enjoyed your visit to Boston and the time we spent together. I should have mentioned also, Rhodey did come to Boston a couple of times, and we got a chance to spend some time in the Entrepreneurship Center here. So 3 out of 6 of you have had a pleasure of hosting you here. I'd be glad to be hosted in your hometown, or we meet someplace in common in the near future. So have a blessed journey for the rest of the program, the rest of your journey with Penn CLO, and we'll see you all very soon. Congratulations.